2002 on an 02 Porsche 911 Turbo. This is your 996 Turbo. Criminally undervalued, these things. That should be quite a special car in the Porsche lineup. The first water-cooled 911 Turbo. Really quite an iconic car with its big air dams, big wing, all that sort of stuff. We're going to have a quick flick around the outside just to start with, and I'll go a bit more in depth. I just want to show you under our very bright LEDs. Generally, the colour of the car, the colour match is bob on all the way around. It always looks a bit off on the camera when you go, but if you go up close, so the bumpers always look a little bit off on camera like that, but when you get up on top of it, bumper to wing, spot on. Wing to bonnet, spot on. Wing onto the door, but you can see just with my shadow, and if we get nice and close, look at that. It is right all the way around. It just always looks a little bit off on these 911s because they're so curvy and our lights are quite harsh. You can see it is right all the way around, but it should be 44,000 miles on this car. Nice low owners, good history with it as well, which we'll detail in the description. Nice spec as well. Options code still under the bonnet, showing that spoiler. It has the larger and very rare fixed rear wing, which for me, compared to the standard turbo wing, that's a real bit of kit, that with the high level brake light. Look at the price of one of those now. They're really, really, really hard to find. Right, start with the bodywork. Driver's side front wing. One tiny little stone chip just there. The rest of the wing, immaculate all the way around. Normally you get stone chips down here causing corrosion, but this one, as you can see, is immaculate. And the rest of the arch all the way around. Lovely, clean and tidy. On the correct spec turbo alloy wheels. If we're being really picky, I personally would change the wheel nuts. They always corrode. And for the standard of the car, they just want changed out. We're on matching Pirelli tyres all around, I believe, but we'll double check as we go. We've got Pirelli there. We'll skip a bit further back. Right, I'm wrong. There's a Bridgestone there. So Pirelli on the front, Bridgestone on the back. We'll keep checking them as we go. Lovely and neat around the filler cap. These plastics normally dry out and go horrible, but these ones are all good. Rubber seals are nice and soft. There's no delamination on the screen. No stone chips up the A-pillar or across the leading edge of the windscreen. Sunroof. Got that popped up just so I can show you it is clean and tidy. The seals are good all the way around, and the rest of the roof nice and neat. Glass scratch free on both front and rear. Obviously they're pillarless windows, so they can scratch quite easy, but these ones are lovely. Around the wing mirror or door mirror itself, lovely and neat. And there's nothing at all to whinge about coming down that door. It's not been opened on anything in car parks or anything like that. Around the handles, lovely. If we're being really, really picky, tiniest of stone chips on the handle there, but that is just how mean I'm being with this car. Around the air dam, again, that's all excellent. And normally, because this kicks out and becomes quite wide here, normally you find these peppered with stone chips, whereas this one is really very, very good. And again, no stone chips or any corrosion coming through inside the arch itself. Another clean wheel and good Bridgestone tyre. If we look down this side, you can see it's nice and straight. It's not full of ripples or dents. It's not full of filler or anything like that. Coming around on the back, both tail lamps on either side are bright and clear, as is the third brake light. Lower down, exhaust sit lovely and straight. They're very clean as well. No, that's a good sign. All good along the rear there. There's no scuffs on the corners. Again, this spoiler is in like brand new condition. Really very, very good. You can tell it hasn't been used to lift the boot lid up and down as well. Behind there, you've got your air vents, which again are all nice and neat. And the rear screen, lovely and tidy. Optional rear wiper as well. Round up the passenger side, and again down this side, lovely and straight all the way down. It's not full of filler, it's not full of ripples, not full of dents, anything like that. Rear quarter, nice and neat. There's no stone chips on the rear section of that bumper or in the arch. Again, sharp all the way around. You can see just how clean that is. There's no sign of any corrosion coming through. And we're on a Bridgestone on this one. So across the rear axle, we're matching on the Bridgestones. And then we're matching Pirellis across the front. So that's next best thing to matching for all round. But again, all good quality tyres, loads of tread left in them. Coming down this side, and again, no collection of stone chips on this section here. We're being really picky. In fact, that's dirt. I can't even be that picky. Makes for a very boring video, but trust me, it makes for a very, very nice car. Lovely and neat on the passenger door, all clean and tidy around the wing mirror and up this A-pillar. Glass is clear on this side as well. And then onto the passenger front wing. No sign of any stone chips or corrosion coming through on that arch. I'll show you up close there. Another good wheel and tyre. And then round on the front, amazingly for a 996, those headlights don't need polish. They're always milky, they're always horrible. But that's what a 40,000 mile set of headlights looks like. They are the Xeon lights as well. Being an O2, they're the later ones. Front bumper, though, that splitter, if you're careless and don't care, which is what careless means, James, come on, you're better than that. That would be caked in scuffs and scrapes, but as you can see, that one is really very, very good. Front bumper itself, we've got one stone, in fact, actually that's dirt. I can't find any stone chips really at all. And the bonnet itself, lovely and straight. So cosmetically, it's as good as you're going to find one. Really very, very good. Moving on to the interior. Door shuts. They're all nice and neat, so they're not kicked or scuffed up. We'll pop those two while we're there. Driver's seat. For me, a good detail on here. We'll get some, there's a bit of dirt sort of ingrained there. It will come out, but the seat itself's lovely. Those bolsters are large. They normally wear quite terribly. That one's lovely. It does have the optional hard back seats. Bit dark in there, I appreciate it, but as you'd expect from every 911, the rear seats don't look like they've been used at all. Light grey carpet, which again is lovely and clean. It's obviously had mats down all of its life because underneath the mat is like brand new. Steering wheel is lovely and neat. Normally these wear a bit thin, but it's all good in there. 44,045 miles. Absolutely nout for a car. You see these things on 150, 160,000 miles all day long, and they still drive like new. Lovely and neat down the centre console. It's got the standard stereo. Not been messed with down there. And normally this trim section here can get quite grubby and horrible, but this one, as you can see, is nice and neat. We'll continue our way around. We'll come back into the engine bay when we start the car up. We'll prop it open for now while we're there. Passenger side, again, lovely and neat and tidy on the door card. Normally these get cracked and damaged, but on both sides these are very good. Door shuts are lovely and clean. The plastics in there are really very good. Nothing at all to whinge about. Sign of how good the seats are that you can read every line of the Porsche crest in the seats. Look how clear that is. It's not worn out. It's not worn through. Dash is lovely and tidy. Normally these buttons wear and you get big white patches on them, but as you can see, they're all very good. No funny smells in there. It's been stored in the garage during its current ownership and apparently the previous owner before that, but we'll detail everything we know about ownership in the description. Under the bonnet, we've still got the option code sticker nice and neat so you can see everything that's on there. Carpet set's lovely and clean. All the plastics are present and correct again, which is always a good sign. We'll shut that down and we'll fire it up. Cold start, it hasn't been started yet today. And I'm going to point the camera at the back because we're looking for any puffs of smoke on startup. Exactly as you'd expect, not a puff, not a drop coming out there. Ticking over nice and happy. I have had it down the road because why would you do this job and not take them down the road? And it drives beautifully, gear changes nice and smooth. Turbos boost as they should. You always forget just how quick these things are. So there you have it. 2002 on an O2. Factory X50 spoiler, very rare rear spoiler, lovely looked after example, low mileage, nice history, 911 turbo. Thank you.